Hello everyone, my name is Wingless Dragon. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Skyblocky SUN. There's been a lot of people that I've met on the server that's been asking a lot of questions I think that are easy to find, but sometimes you just don't know where to look, and I think we're going to add some more help with that. I had a top 5 tips for early gameplay. Things have changed on the server since then, and my goal is to see if I can help everyone out a little bit more. So here's 5 more tips for Skyblocky SUN. So one thing that's come up a lot on the server is a lot of people I've run into who don't have an idea of where to start. You'll see in the background that like I have a lot of stuff built up, but I have like an idea of what to look for. But really, where does one start? Well, one thing that's been good since the initial video that I made about the 5 tips is that they've added a lot of elements that can help people start and get an idea of where to go and get some starting items. The first one we're going to review real quick is quest. So I have an active quest right now, but you'll start with an easy one where it's just a matter of getting cobblestone. Just doing that provides rewards and a path of what to look into. So this is usually the first thing you would need to start, is to create a cobblestone generator and just get cobblestone. There's ways, like if you're not ready to place a cobblestone generator, what you can do is just quickly get some carrots from the PvE area and end up selling that, make a bit of money, and just buy 50 cobblestones and just place it and mine it. And you'll be able to get that, and you'll immediately get a small credit pouch and an iron miner robot. The only thing you'll have to realize is that this iron miner robot cannot be merged with other robots. It is designed just for you to get an idea of what to have, but still utilize a robot that can be upgraded. But just know that you cannot merge this robot with another iron one to create a gold one. That you'll need to unlock yourself and have on your own. But as you can see in the background, I still place the farmer ones. We've got a few miner ones as well. Don't worry about it. Even if it's not an item that can be upgraded, it's still useful as a start. Go ahead and use it. It'll be helpful. Over time, you'll have other items that you'll have unlocked. So the first one, you'll get iron robot if you harvest wheat, so that you'll have to plant that. You'll end up getting some farmer robots. You'll end up getting your first stone generator. Getting a stone generator in this way is not one that's upgradable, but is useful for your island. So this gives a good means of what to do and slowly just getting some started resources while you move yourself forward into the game. The second one that is very useful is going through the skills trees. This is something that was introduced last season as well. And what's great about it is it has secondary abilities that can help for when you attack. So attack either from grinding the mobs or when you go into PvE. You have mining skills. So when you do any mining on your island or any mining that you do on PvE as well, or farming skills as well when you do a lot of the farming. Again, this can be done in the PvE area as well. And all of them have levels that you can reach and you gain items. And so the first one, you get the siphon ability, and that ends up helping you getting a bit more resources when you are attacking. You get other abilities like more fuel, and just that helps you. But you can see that you get shards and credits as well, which is another means of getting stuff. And at some point you'll get a crate key. Crate keys are great. They let you get potential items to help you, and potentially even get titles, which can help you utilize more access and more items on your island. For example, if you end up getting the mystic title or above, you could do /fly and start flying in your island. So this is very useful. It gives you a reason to set up a farm, set up a grinder, set up items that you can use so that you can end up moving your island and building it up to the way that you want it. Lastly is upgrading your island itself. You'll see that there are requirements that are needed to upgrade the spawner rates. The first one, there's a bunch of them you can get to, and then you purchase them, but you need to unlock them first. In this case, I have to kill 15,000 magma cubes if I want to go to level 4 for this. Well, what do I need to do? I need to set up a spawner for that. All these had different spawners, and each one will have similar requirements. One's for farming to help you out. One is killing other mobs as well. One is harvesting rocks. The ore generator is probably one of the important ones as well for your island, but it'll be a matter of mining what items that you need and how many times that you've gathered resources, either it's from farming or from mining. And then you'll upgrade these slowly so that when you create your generator, it'll spawn the resources that you need so that your miners can get them, but also so that you can get them as well. It's very much worth upgrading your island. So if you're looking for a direction on where to go, take a look at /skills /quest and /is space upgrades. My last top 5 tips, I mentioned how you should have a cactus farm set up so that you can end up getting passive items to be sold on a regular basis. Well, that is still a viable, easy money system that gives 0 effort once you've built it. The problem is it doesn't give a lot of money, but it is still worth it if you're looking to still get things generated once you have crop hoppers or collection boxes. However, one item that is very useful and is one of the most lucrative items that you're going to need, plus it helps with the upgrades that you need, is the nether wart. You'll see on the second level that I have a whole field of nether warts that is there. That's designed specifically so that the crop hoppers will pick it up, and then I can go ahead and sell them either by hand if you don't have a sell wand, or use a sell wand at each of the bins. You'll notice that I have hoppers in the background set up. Well, the ones at the top are in the chunk of where the farm is, so that anything that I mine within the block, it'll go into those hoppers and trickle down with the regular hoppers that are provided, and then I can go ahead and use a sell wand for that. That generates a certain amount of income. This is a good way to get some money starting and actually get some of the qualifications you need unlocked so that you can pay for upgrades for your island to improve and move forward. So if you're looking for which crop to work with, for money specific, go for the nether warts. It doesn't require the water of the soil. It just needs the soul sand and you're good to go. Just remember that it's slow when you're walking on it and that you have the ability to upgrade tools should you be looking into that. Speaking of upgrading tools, one thing that a lot of people weren't aware, and even I found out a little late, got it from my friend Jenna when she was helping out, is that don't forget that you have the ability for /kit. What this does is that if you are in any way defeated, you're able to claim a kit again to basically start from scratch. What some people aren't aware is that you have the ability to claim your titles version of the equipment every 24 hours. What's useful about this is it not only gives you a new kit that you can use in the form of armor notes, but you end up getting a box of resources that comes with it as well each time you claim it. The higher you are of level, the more that you're able to claim and the more that it'll help you out. Don't forget this, it's very useful, especially if you've just gone into a PvP battle and you've lost a kit, you can work on getting a new kit with you as soon as possible. Alternatively, if you have certain equipment you only want to use on the island and then you want to set up another set of default items for when you go out, well, go ahead and use those and then keep the ones that you are needing for farming or for attacking for grinding, for example, in the island, and then just go ahead and use your other kits while you are fighting out. In case you do die, you'll only be losing those items and not the ones that you've been critically working on or enchanting. You'll see that I have a lot of platforms with different versions of crops that I needed. And at first, all I had was one platform that I ended up just switching it around, but it ended up just being easier to have all of them. But what's useful, especially if you can navigate around faster or using steps that you've created, and go ahead and upgrade a hoe to enhance your ability to farm. One of the early stage frustrations is that you have to put each potato or each carrot or each vegetable or crop, and you have to replant it every time you produce it. Well, if you upgrade your items in ENCHANT, so /enchant, you can see that you can get the ability called Green Thumb, and once you reach 200, you're able to replant automatically at 100%. Once you have that set up and start upgrading Crop Drill. What this will do is it'll mine all of the crop in a row, in a straight line, as far as you have an upgrade for it. Right now I'm at level 20 and it'll mine maybe a third of my crops in a line. But once I get it high enough, I'll be able to get the whole row of items, and all I have to do is go from left to right and capture all of them. And especially if you've got yourself set up with crop poppers that are up there on the chest, this will do quick work of what you need to farm and what you need to do. And once that's done, you'll be able to fill out those chests and sell them to make profit fairly quickly. I mentioned this in the 5 tips before in regards to the auction house and how you should look into utilizing that for getting items and stuff that you need. But what you can work to do as well is sell items on that. And a lot of people will ask, well, what do you have when there's nothing available? Well, you're going to be working on getting spawners on a regular basis, and you'll get various ones starting with panda, sheep, zombie, creepers, and there's more other ones that you're going to get later on. Blaze being the more profitable one in regards to experience. Well, what you can do is farm your experience and sell that experience on the auction house. What you can do is if you go /experience, it'll tell you how much experience you get, and then you'll have the option to withdraw it, and then how much of it that you can withdraw. While the market changes a lot for prices, what you can do is look at what's being sold right now at the auction house and price it the way you want it. If you're looking to make a lot more money off the experience, but you're willing to wait, set up your amount around the same amounts that are listed by other people. If you're looking to sell your experience really quickly or as fast as possible, maybe lower it just a bit more or a lot just to get it sold and allow people to buy it. In this regard, you'll be able to save the time of other people who want to get experience but are willing to pay for it, while you can get the money you need to start buying up and up different spawners and increase your ability to get experience. This will take time, but this is really lucrative, not just for you to upgrade and get your stuff that you need for your island, to buy other stuff on your island. So for example, I got my gold grinder over there. I actually have a bedrock lumberjack over there that I purchased as well. These are just items that I was able to get because they were available on HH, and I was able to get the money from selling the experience. But what you can do is upgrade your spawners, attack the mobs, and be able to grind yourself to get the experience you need to enchant your items, such as your hoe for the garden, as well as your sword, to not only attack more so that you can one-shot mobs or any of the other enemies that you spawn, but to also upgrade it so that you gain more experience as well. There are a few options that are available, one of which is sharpness for more damage and inquisitive for more experience. Do that and that'll help you move forward in getting your resources. I hope these tips are helping you out, get an idea of where to go and move forward on your island, and you to be able to start enjoying your experiences on Skyblocky SUN a little bit more. One final thing I want to say is I have seen some toxic players on the server. It's fine, that happens a lot, but if you're someone who doesn't like that type of toxicity, I say go ahead and just continue not being toxic, help people out. I've been able to chat and have a great conversations with several people who are just starting out or are just trying to figure things out and are not really getting the best of help, and not from lack from the mods at all. They've been helpful to those as well as the helpers, but the community can sometimes be a little too aggressive, and I always appreciate seeing people that are non-toxic and try to help out other players that are just trying to move forward and play the game. And I think that's a great thing to see when the community is helping each other out, enjoy the game all together. With that said, if you liked the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're not sure or you think you're already subscribed, just take a look at it, please. I appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything, and it'll help me greatly. I thank you in advance. And please go ahead and leave comments. I've gotten several of them for several months now, actually, or since I had my last video, and still get people asking questions on what to do. And I appreciate it, and I'll go ahead and help any way I can. But if you have any suggestions on either the topics for Skyblocky, or if you're curious about what our next video is going to be for the reaction with Morticia and myself, or if you're just wanting more videos with me and Mumu over here, let me know. I'll be glad to take a look at it. We're looking to start up a new series soon. It'll be a little bit of a secret, but we're hoping that it'll be fun. But if you have any suggestions on what you would like to see Morticia and myself do, don't hesitate to leave a comment. We appreciate it. And with that, Mumu and I will be signing off. Have yourself a wonderful day and enjoy yourself gaming on Skyblocky Sun. Woo!